Phoenix Broncos coach Vic Fangio got an early start to the NFL's annual league meeting this morning by doing interviews with Denver area media. Here are some highlights from his 10-minute session with two beat reporters. The Broncos will start their off-season program on April 2nd. Yes, I'm eager to have them back in the building so we can get to doing what we do as coaches, Fangio said. Since Fangio was last available 9 days ago, the Broncos signed cornerback Bryce Callahan, who played for Fangio in Chicago. The Broncos also signed Kareem Jackson to overhaul their cornerback group to join Chris Harris. Bryce is a good defensive back, both as a corner and a nickel defensive back, Fangio said. He's had a lot of playing time the last 3 or 4 years in both cases, more so as the nickel DB. But we feel like we've added a good player to our secondary that has some versatility. Related, Joe Flacco's goal for the new-look Broncos, win the Super Bowl. Jackson can also play the nickel spot. Does that free up Chris Harris to play more outside? Possibly, Fangio said. Between Chris, Bryce and Kareem, we have guys who play corner or nickel and in Kareem's case, possibly play safety. It's always good to have versatility when you're putting the thing together because there are basically 5 starters in the secondary with the nickel position being a starter. Invariably through the season, somebody may get hurt for a game or two, so that versatility will help us survive those moments. The Broncos released safety Darian Stewart earlier this month. Justin Simmons is expected to be one starter, but the other spot is open. I'd say it's pretty wide open, Fangio said. Again, Kareem could be a guy that could play there also. I'm not saying that to indicate anything other than he's capable of playing safety. So we've got guys available that can play back there. Let's see what his draft brings at college free agency and go to work. The Broncos have Will Parks, Swa Cravens, Trey Marshall and Jamal Carter, among others, under contract, but just Fangio's brief comment about the draft suggests a pick will be used on a safety. Fangio is one of the few NFL head coaches who will call the defensive plays. The others are Carolina's Ron Rivera, Atlanta's Dan Quinn and Minnesota's Mike Zimmer. Will Fangio reach out to a coach like Rivera this week about how he handled the game management? I don't know if I'll talk to Ron about it, but it's something we all have to work through, Fangio said. I'll have a guy or two that will help me with the game management as we're going. Most of your game management, not all of it, but most of it are on offense when you have the ball, so I'll be freed up to be heavily involved in those. Fangio was asked if he will travel during the pre-draft season to work out players. I haven't done much of that in the past, Fangio said. I'll do some. I've done it for various reasons in the past. 1, I've wanted information. I wanted to meet the player and maybe put him through a little workout. And then other times, it was just for a smokescreen, to try and let people think we had interest in a guy when we really didn't. Because Fangio is a new coach, the Broncos are permitted to have a bonus, voluntary, minicamp, which will be the week of the draft. Fangio said Callahan, but will not participate and will, maybe, be ready for OTAs in May. He said running back Philip Lindsay will also miss the first minicamp and added, I'm not sure about OTAs yet. Fangio's NFL Assistant Coach of the Year trophy was recently delivered to the Broncos facility. It just came the day I was leaving, so it's still in my office, Fangio said, but it won't be there for long. Fangio will be sending the trophy to his mom in Pennsylvania.